All right, let's jump into this. This one is for my NFL plays today. This is all NFL props. Ricky Purcell over 39.5 receiving yards. I found over 35.5 minus 120 on PointsBet. Christian Watson over 40.5 receiving yards. I found this at over 39.5 minus 112 on Novig. Christian McCaffrey over 50.5 receiving yards. I found over 48.5 minus 115 on Hard Rock Bet. Xavier Hutchinson over 11.5 receiving yards, minus 114 on Betano. Noah Fant over 23.5 receiving yards. I found over 20.5, minus 120 on PointsBet. Sorry, the game's distracting me. I got the Dolphins game on in the background. Christian Kirk over 1.5 receptions, minus 143 on Betano. Christian McCaffrey, a lot of Christians on today's. I guess your name's Christian, I'm playing you today. Over 5.5 receptions, plus 110 on Hard Rock Bet. Gunnar Helm, over 11.5 receiving yards. I found this at over 10.5, minus 115 on 3ET. Van Jefferson, over 5.5 receiving yards, minus 105 on Betano. Juju Smith-Schuster, over 11.5 receiving yards. I found over 9.5, minus 110 on Betano. Kenneth Gainwell over 1.5 receptions, minus 182 on FanDuel. Keenan Allen over 35.5 receiving yards, minus 120 on PointsBet, Keon Coleman over 2.5 receptions, plus 130 on ESPN Bet. Sterling Shepard over 19.5 receiving yards. I found this one over 15.5 receiving yards, minus 120 on PointsBet. Travis Kelce over 42.5 receiving yards. I found over 40.5 for minus 120 on PointsBet. Ricky Purcell over 3.5 receptions, plus 144 on Novig. Cole Kmet over 9.5 receiving yards. I found this over 8.5, minus 112 on FanDuel. David Njoku over 20.5 receiving yards, minus 125 on PointsBet. Zay Flowers over 60.5 receiving yards. I found over 58.5 for plus money, plus 102 on Betano. Zay Flowers over 4.5 receptions, minus 115 on Hard Rock Bet. Cooper Kupp over 30.5 receiving yards, minus 125 on PointsBet. Colby Parkinson over 1.5 receptions, plus 125 on Novig. Juju Smith-Schuster over 1.5 receptions, plus 170 on Hard Rock Bet. And Kyron Williams over 51.5 receiving yards and over 12.5 or rushing yards, and over 12.5 rush attempts. I forgot to write the best available odds down. Big day for me in football. Both my little brothers are Detroit everything fans. I'm an Eagles fan, so it's rivalry in this house today. Fly, Eagles, fly. Good luck with your